Hello everyone. So today's question is called linked list random node. Given a singly linked list, return a random node. Value from linked list. Each node must have same probability of being chosen. So you might think that we can simply create a random value and traverse till that node and return it. But in that way, the probability of all nodes getting selected won't be same. So there is this proof called reservoir sampling. We'll make use of it. I would suggest I will give a link to one of the videos, which is an animated video explaining reservoir sampling. It will be better if you can see that first. Now in this question, basically what reservoir sampling does is, if you have suppose n items and n is a very large number, or if it's a stream of numbers, then suppose you have to select k numbers in that from that n numbers you have to select k numbers, and probability of all the numbers should be same. In that case we use reservoir sampling. That is basically a gist of it. Now for this question we can understand it like, so for this question we can understand it like, suppose this is my linked list. Now if size is 1, okay, this is the linked list and this is the position which is at 0, it's 1, at 1 it's 2. Okay, so when size is 1, then answer should be 1, because if I have only one node in linked list, then it should return that value, that node itself. Now if my size is 2, for example, if it's 1 and 2, then I can return either 1 or 2, right? So we can see it as like, the answer should be the answer which I already have, which is 1, or node at 1, which is 2, right? So the answer will be finally something between 1, it can be either 1 or 2. Similarly, if size is 3, then answer can be what I previously have, that is either 1 or 2, or a new node which is node at 2, that is 3. Then my answer set will be 1, 2, 3. Similarly, if size is 4, then my answer can be what I previously had, which is something between 1, 2 and 3, or node at 3, which is 4, right? So the answer set will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Now over here, you may note that every time probability of selecting this new node, which is the node that I have written after this or, then the probability of selecting that node is 1 by size, right? Okay. So apart from this, another prerequisite for this question will be um, to know about rand function. So rand basically generates a random value. Uh, so if I say rand %1, then I'll get 0. If I say rand %2, then my answer can be either 0 or 1. Similarly, if I say rand %3, then answer can be 0, 1 or 2. Okay, so I have already written the code and I compiled it. We'll go through the code line by line. So it first has, so this class solution has a constructor called solution, where it has given us a h node. So I will assign that h node to the head, and this head node I have basically written initialized it over here. Now this main function random. So what is happening over here is basically, again I'm creating two nodes, which is current and answer. Current will be pointing to head and answer will be just there, and I'll make use of a variable n, which will be assigned to 1. Now what I'll basically do is now, okay, so 1 second, I think this should be, no, okay. So basically what will happen is, now one by one I'll consider all the nodes from the second node onwards, and we'll generate a random variable that is using this rand function, and the answer that we'll get, according to that we'll see if we can consider that element, or we can move ahead, right? So now while my car is there and car is equal to car next, basically I'm looping through using this and this statement, and this, okay, so this should be here. So I'm saying every time, so for example, when my n is 1, so I see when my n is 1, my answer will be 0, right? I have written it over here. If n is 1, then answer will always be 0. So now answer, sorry, so this will always be equal to 0. Now answer will be, if that is the case, answer will be equal to car. So answer will be equal to head, and my car will next now point to the next, and n will increase, so n will be 2 now. So rand percent 2, now this can be equal to either 0 or 1, right? So if it's 1, then I won't do anything to it, and my answer will remain equal to car, that is the first pointer. And if it's 0, in that case my answer will change to the next car, which is the new car. Okay, so similarly this will run, and now you may think that why are we always considering this function to be equal to 0? So this is because first time, as we see, we need to assign our answer to car, which is the head, and after that you can think it like every time the chances of getting 0 is 1 by size or 1 by n. Similarly, the probability that my rand will be the new variable will be 1 by n. So that is why if rand percent n is equal to 0, answer will be car. Okay, so yes, this is how it will happen. It will basically run through entire linked list, and it will finally give me the answer, which is answer val. So this was the explanation. I'll again suggest you to watch the video that I'll link down in description, because it's a better way to understand what I just said. So yeah, thank you so much for watching.